important work here at the church because I'm just trying to intro the video and do something cheesy, which is succeeding. So, hi, for anybody who doesn't know me, which I feel like everyone should know me at Transfiguration because I've been working here for the last 9 months. But hi, I'm Brendan. I'm the youth minister here at Transfiguration, and welcome to the very first story time with Brendan. The title is a work in progress, but that's what Father said to do, and when Father tells you to do something, you do it. So, I'm just going to share a couple brief stories over the next few weeks just to kind of lighten the mood, just so people have something to tune in. So if you think it's funny, then laugh. If you don't think it's funny, please still laugh, because this is going on YouTube and that's great. So I figured I would share my favorite story with you all. But to share it in parts. So this is titled The Bear Story, Part 1. So before I worked as a missionary, before I really did anything with my faith, like when I was first coming into it, when I had first met Jesus, when I had first become Catholic, I was on fire and I wanted to do pretty much anything I could for the Catholic Church and to serve our Lord. And so one of those things was I was invited to help out on a camping trip over the summer. It was with a group of priests and brothers that I knew really well, and they led a kind of like a men's discernment camping trip for guys from like 8th grade to 12th grade, something like that. And so I said yes, because when you're a brand new baby Catholic, you say yes to pretty much everything that's Catholic, because you think, I'm going to be so great at this, and this is going to be great. I have never been camping before up to that point, and my idea of camping is going to a nice cabin and relaxing, and maybe going for a hike, and then coming inside and sitting around on a couch, and maybe watching a movie. I know that's not really camping, but I don't care. I don't like camping. So it was a 4-hour drive where we went up to Georgia, and we got out and it's pouring rain, and I just hear somebody yelling, "Set up the tents." And I said, "What do you mean, set up the tents? People have been here much longer than I have. Shouldn't the tents have already been set up?" And then I found out you're not supposed to talk back to a priest because I got yelled at. And so I'm standing there in the rain with the tent poles trying to set up a tent. And I've never set up a tent before. And so I'm literally standing there and I'm like, and the tent is not coming together, which should make sense. So somebody came over, put my tent together, we're good to go, and then the priest comes over, he gathers everybody together and he says, "Okay, so there are bears in this area of the woods. So what I need everyone to do is I need everybody to put all of their food in this big metal safe." They had a big metal safe that you put all the food in. He says, "If you do that, we don't have to worry about bears. If you don't, we're going to have to deal with bears the entire week." So we all put all of our food in the big metal safe. And I went to bed thinking everything was fine. It turns out that there was one camper who his mom had packed him a bag of peanuts without him knowing about it in a side pocket of his bag. And so that night the bear came, and we woke up the next morning and we found his bag ripped apart and his clothes all over the camp, and we found the empty peanut wrapper. And so that boy got scared and went home, and as he and his parents are driving away, I'm waving goodbye, and I said, "Thanks so much for bringing the bear out and then leaving. You're so great. God bless you." And so I went over and I talked to the priest. I was like, "Father, what do we do? Now there are bears." And he said, "We're going on the trip as if nothing had happened. And for the rest of it, you'll have to tune in next week."